Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Shahira, biochemistry student from Faculty Biotech. Today we will discuss about head sections. That we will need choose two articles for publications, and each of you need to give one articles and give a reasons why you choose those articles. And at the end, we will choose the best article for head section. Okay, since I'm moderator for today, I will start presenting my articles, which is about head, which is about mental illness. Okay, mental illness is a significant topic within and beyond the Malaysia context. The data that reveal that 29% of nations suffer from depressions and anxiety disorder. So, nations now facing mental health problem may remain quiet in social or professional setting to avoid any stigma. However, patient that has a chronic social anxiety disorder, they tend to hold back unstable and negative emotions without sharing any thought and feeling with trusted individuals will worsen mental well-being significantly. So, this is because they feel obliged to live up to the expectation of parents, teachers, that shaping personal image as positive, able, and promising as possible. I choose these articles because mostly students or teenagers they tend to hide their stress and emotions, and at the end they feel guilty when they were judged by others. So we should be worried as mental illness is expected to be the second biggest heart problem in Malaysia's after heart disease by the end of this year. So this is because we mostly face mental health issue at some point in life. So for those who suffer from acute mental illness, they may feel life is particularly hard, inconvenient, and frustrating. So I would like to suggest that mental illness do not and should not be referred to as insanity or illness of the souls by building awareness of mental disorder. So Malaysians can be better understand that it's totally okay not to be okay. Thank you. Anyone want to share your articles? Please.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Sishandra Shanlaki S. Sivakumar. My matrix number is 205715. Okay, the headline of my article is Teeth grinding facial pain. Teeth grinding facial pain have increased due to stress from COVID-19. It is written by Nancy. It is written by Nancy and published on November 24, 2020. Okay, this article is about the scientists have found out that many people are experiencing increased teeth grinding and pain during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is most likely due to the stress and anxiety associated with the pandemic. So anyone who's under stress is likely to experience jaw clenching and teeth grinding. Certain self-help measures like stress reduction and mindfulness may help. If you find yourself having chronic pain, it's a good idea to seek professional help. So I chose this article because from this kind of article, we gain a lot of general knowledge. Since general knowledge that related to our current situation is very important for students, so I suggest this article will give a warning to the readers and they will prepare beforehand if they suffer this kind of health problem during COVID-19 pandemic. That's all about my article. Thank you.
Next.
Okay.
Hi, my name. Oh, sorry.
Go first.
You start first.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my name is Muhammad Norman Ibn Samsuddin and my entry number is 205770. Okay, the article that I had choose is released on 18 August 2015, written by Nadia Hamid and published by BH Online. So the topic for my article is quality running guarantees fitness. As we know, marathon or long distance running event on highway or any other locations are beginning to follow in our country and also have been organized on a large scale to emphasize the importance of health and cultivate sportsmanship among the public. However, according to Fitness Malaysia website, most people misunderstand and will make three big mistakes while undergoing major fitness. Among some of them, running to lose weight instead of fitness and burning calories, and do not keep appropriate diet after the exercise. Next, the exercise unsystematically without getting guidance from an expert. Lastly, poor quality exercise tires and slows down the muscle building process. The body does not have time to recover. Thus, for me, even this article had been published years ago, but it is important knowledge to know to open our mindset on our health. In conjunction, this article able to encourage others to start thinking of their own health. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Petong and my matrix number is 206172. The title of the news I want to share is Yes, it's possible to reuse our face masks. This news is on the Star and is published on Monday, 23 November 2020. So in this news, they mentioned that it is possible to reuse your face mask after leaving it alone for at least a week or by heating it up to 70 or 75 degrees Celsius in the oven to ensure that the virus on it are killed. The health authorities say the most widespread anti-COVID-19 weapon, which is surgical masks, must be thrown away after a single use. But environmental concerns are pushing some scientists to question their recommendation. As we know nowadays, masks has become a mandatory on public transport, in shops, and at work in many places. But cost has become an issue, as has the fact that so many disposable plastic masks wind up in waterways and the oceans. So one of the alternative way is use cloth masks, but many people prefer using the single-use surgical masks because they are lighter, convenient, and also cheaper if we compare with the cloth masks. But actually, the medical masks are advisable use only one time. Some of the people maybe they want to save their money, so they use the surgical mask 2 times or over 2 times. So this news is advise the people use the mask properly and reuse the mask in the proper way to avoid second contamination. So the reason that I want to share this news is because maybe some of the people they have problem with their money, or maybe they scare their mask is not enough, so they want to reuse their mask. So I hope this news can help them learn how to use the mask properly and avoid the COVID-19 happen again. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Khairani binti Sufyan and my matrix number is 205772. The title of the news that I will present for this health section is What's the Best Sitting Position for Good Posture? Published by Healthline on 31st August this year. So this article tells the reader how to sit in a correct posture to avoid the effects of a lifetime of sitting. It is best to put your legs on the ground instead of crossing your legs because this could result to blood flow reduced and cause muscle pain. There are a few tips that written in the article, and the reason why I choose this article is because most people are aware of the COVID-19 precautions, but do they aware of their physical health too? Since this pandemic occurred, all of the studies and works are mostly done from home, which results to people spending most of their time on their devices, like us. We're discussing virtually through this Zoom meeting. I know that this sounds simple, but some of us might not realize that their sitting position is incorrect, and they live with it as a habit. After doing it for so long, someone could had a high chance to get slip disc, which is a backbone disease. So I think this hard article could help and prevent us from getting slip disc. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hi everyone, my name is So Even and my metric number is 205656. Okay, today I want to share a news which title is Statistics Show that Diabetes has reached worrying levels in Malaysia, which is published on 14th of November 2020 on the Malay Mint. Okay. The Consumers Association of Penang has an important message for Malaysians, which is adopt a healthy lifestyle to keep diabetes away. The Consumer Association of Penang issues statistics showing that the incidence of diabetes has reached worrying levels in Malaysia, with the country topping of charts in Southeast Asia and placing sixth in the West Pacific region. So, according to the National Health and Morbidity Survey in 2019, 1 in 5 adults aged above 18 years were suffering from diabetes. The incidence of diabetes has risen to 18.3% from only 1 or 2% in 1960. And according to the Malaysian Social Statistics Bulletin in 2019, diabetes was one of the 10 major causes in death in 2018. It is a chronic disease that can be prevented, and for those who have contracted it, diabetes can be managed, slow, and rid of its complications by practicing a healthy lifestyle and eating nutritious food. Diabetes in Malaysia was expected to rise due to unhealthy lifestyle like overeating, excessive consumption of sugar, salt, and meat, poor dietary habits, and lack of exercise, sleep, and rest. So, the Consumer Association also urged the Health Ministry and other relevant parties to step up efforts to educate the people on dangers of obesity and diabetes. The reason I want to share this news is to raise awareness among people. Everyone may suffer from diabetes, so practice a healthy lifestyle is very important for everyone. That's all from me. Thank you.
So, evening, everyone. My name is Abdul Qayyum, and today I will talk about my newspaper article in the health section. The title is "Head to Exercise. Just walking can keep you healthy." This newspaper is published on Thursday, 5 November 2020 in the Star newspaper. This newspaper is about how can walking improve the health. From this article, there are a few advantages of walking. First of all, it can maintain your weight. Naturally, you also need to eat appropriately and not exceed what a person of age, gender, and physical activities need. But walking can certainly help burn off some excess calories. After that, prevent or minimize heart disease, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. It has been found by researchers at Harvard University in the United States that postmenopausal women who walk just 1 to 2 miles a day could lower their blood pressure by 11 points in 6 months. Then, strengthen your bones and musculature. One study showed that walking can stop the loss of bone mass for those with osteoporosis. And last but not least, improve your mood and sleep. Walking release endorphin into your brain that will give you a high. So it will cause you drowsiness and help to sleep more ease. The faster and longer you walk, the greater this high will be. So I choose this article because walking has a lot of advantages and it is the most simple exercise and basic movement that everyone has been doing in the daily life. From this article, I conclude that although we cannot exercise because of we have no free time or always busy or cannot go outside because of PKPD, we should at least spend time to walking around because it is a simple exercise and has a lot of benefits. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I choose lung cancer, not just a smoker disease. Lung cancer is the third most common cancer in Malaysia and often detected very late. For the longest time, lung cancer has been viewed as smoker disease until a young woman who doesn't fit this profile has been diagnosed with lung cancer. And of course, she also didn't have the obvious symptoms. Then she doing some treatment and now she is in remission. Early detection makes a significant difference. It allows timely treatment so that the patient will be able to manage their condition better. But at early stage, the symptoms are not very distinct. There are some factors that can cause lung cancer. The factors are smoking, exposure to secondhand smoke, family history with lung cancer, previous radiation therapy, exposure to radiant gas, asbestos, and other carcinogen. The common signs are a cough that does not go away or get worse, coughing up blood, chest pain, short breath, tired, weak, lost appetite, and unexplained weight loss. The conclusion is you need to have great awareness about this disease and also do not ignore the symptoms. The reason I choose this news is prevention is better than cure. I think this news can bring awareness to all people about this disease. They need to know that not only smokers but normal person also can be suffered from this disease, so that they will always take a good care of their health. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, now we will choose the best two article for publication of our news. So everyone have any suggestions to choose the best articles?
I think the Peytong's article is very interesting because nowadays they don't know they can use the face mask or not if, after they wore for one time. So I think this article will give awareness to everyone that we should do these things before we wear the mask second time. So I think I would recommend Peytong's article. Thank you.
Okay. For okay. Hey, you go. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Same goes to me. I had like the article from Peitong because fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic is really hard. And we know that wearing a face mask is one of the ways to fighting this pandemic. But the face mask, the maybe the face mask is the reason the pandemic doesn't stop because how we handle the face mask, the waste of the face mask. So this article is really important to share with the public because we can learn from it. I think that's all from me.
Okay, I will suggest my articles. Is the best article because it's the reasons when sharing health to on social media, it's become increasing trend. So more people are built to the awareness and understanding of mental disorder. So like today we have pandemic COVID-19, and mostly they have no job to buy foods or for their family, and this can lead to stress and end up having mental health. So if they share on their tough life on social media, so some people that really relate to you will advise you to make them believe every problem has a solutions, and it will build awareness to nations. Thank you.
I also support the Shahira news that is about mental illness because nowadays not all of people aware about the dangerous of mental illness, and there are some of them are still made funny of the mental illness. So I I think we should choose this article because we should give awareness to all of people. So
Thank you. Anyone?
I also support Shakira's news because like some of the universities are also facing the depression of the illness in mental. They also share their story in the confession in Facebook, but like no one want to help them because they not really know what is the dangers of the illness mental illness. Okay, thank you.
I also support Shanira's article about the mental illness because, as you know, this pandemic made everyone stay in their home, and we don't know how they live in their home. Some homes are some family are not perfect, and they tend to like have mental abuse or physical abuse even. So I think this would help the readers to know more about mental illness.
Okay. Anyone have any ideas for to choose the best articles, or we're done? Done? Okay. I will summarize for today that the articles, two articles that have been chosen is from me, which is about mental health, and from Petong is about how to reuse the mask. Okay, so that's two articles will be for our news publications. So that's all from me. Thank you, everyone.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.